Serial killers have haunted history for centuries, their names forever etched in infamy. But what drives a person to take the lives of others? Today, we'll explore some of history's most chilling serial killers, the ones whose actions shocked the world and whose mysteries remain unsolved. Who were these monsters, and what made them tick? Welcome to A Story Through Time. But be warned, this is not a tale for the faint of heart. Let's start with one of the most infamous names in criminal history, Jack the Ripper. In the late 1800s, London was gripped by fear as a mysterious killer stalked the streets of Whitechapel. Over the course of just a few months in 1888, he brutally murdered at least 5 women, all prostitutes. The killer's savage nature and the gruesome way he left his victims only deepened the terror. Jack's ability to vanish into the foggy London night, leaving no clear evidence behind, has left law enforcement and the world baffled for over a century. Countless theories have emerged over the years. Was it a doctor, a madman, or someone with royal ties? But despite decades of investigation, Jack the Ripper has never been caught. His identity a haunting mystery. Moving to the 1960s, another killer haunted the streets of California. Known only as the Zodiac Killer, this murderer terrorized the Bay Area from 1968 to 1969, claiming at least 5 victims, though he hinted at many more. What makes his case even more chilling? The Zodiac sent cryptic letters to local newspapers, taunting police and the public, even including coded messages. These ciphers, unsolved for decades, have only fueled speculation about the killer's identity. Was he a brilliant mind playing games, or a monster simply relishing the fear he created? To this day, the Zodiac remains unidentified, his ciphers unsolved, and his motives unknown. Could he still be out there? Chikatilo's reign of terror lasted over a decade before he was finally caught in 1990. He confessed to 56 murders, though experts believe there were more. What made Chikatilo so terrifying was not just the violence, but the chilling pleasure he took in his acts. His cold detachment and the way he blended into society makes him one of the most horrifying figures in serial killer history. Finally, let's look at one of the few female serial killers in history, Aileen Wuornos. Unlike many of her male counterparts, Wuornos's victims were all men, whom she killed while working as a prostitute. Her story is one of desperation and survival gone horribly wrong. Wuornos claimed that she killed in self-defense after being assaulted by her clients, but investigators believe she killed for reasons rooted in rage and survival. Her crimes spanned from 1989 to 1990, and she was sentenced to death, eventually executed in 2002. But the question remains, was Aileen Wuornos a cold-blooded killer, or a woman pushed too far by a cruel world?